Now let's talk about Denmark. It is facing a drone crisis. Airports were forced to shut down and passengers were stranded. Overnight, drones were spotted at multiple airports in Denmark. Aalborg Airport was closed for hours. This airport is used for both commercial and military flights. The Billund Airport was also shut. It is Denmark's second largest airport. Drones were seen near bases that host fighter jets. Denmark has called this a hybrid attack.
And without drawing any conclusions regarding the evening and night events in Denmark, we can state that sabotage and cyber attacks and other forms of hybrid attacks have become an all-too-recurring part of European reality. The purpose is to stress test borders and create fear and uncertainty among the population and decision-makers. And we must also state that the threat from hybrid attacks is something that is here to stay, and it is developing rapidly.
Earlier this week, the Copenhagen airport had to be closed. Denmark's Prime Minister has issued a statement. Her name is Mette Frederiksen. She called it the most serious attack so far on Danish infrastructure. Local authorities claim this was a systematic operation. The navigation was precise and multiple locations were targeted at the same time. Denmark's defense minister called it the work of a professional actor. So, who launched these drones? Denmark has not named a suspect. But Prime Minister Frederiksen doesn't rule out Russia. What was the aim of this operation? Now, Denmark's Justice Minister said the goal was clear: to sow fear, to divide society, and to test Europe's defenses. Denmark has good reasons to be suspicious of Russia. A wider pattern is emerging. In recent weeks, the Russian aircraft have entered NATO airspace. Poland, Estonia, and Romania have all reported incursions. Estonia says 3 Russian MiG-31 jets entered its skies. This happened last Friday. The planes were there for 12 minutes. Earlier this month, Poland faced swarms of drones. In all, there were 20 Russian drones. NATO fighters shot them down. UK and Poland have vowed to confront Russian aircraft. Their leaders made statements at the UN, where Estonia presented radar evidence and close-up photos of Russian jets. Estonia's foreign minister said the planes were carrying missiles and were combat-ready. These breaches have rattled Europe. Fears are growing that Moscow is testing NATO. What is Russia's response? Moscow has issued a denial.
If one makes those unfounded accusations, and they continue doing it, such statements cannot be taken seriously. We hear those unfounded accusations very often. Maybe a side that holds a serious and responsible position should not make such statements time and time again.
The response from European leaders has been sharp. Poland's foreign minister has issued a warning. He says if another missile or jet enters, it could be shot down. The message is clear. NATO leaders are prepared to deliver a tougher response. President Trump has weighed in as well. He was asked about the issue when he met with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. And Trump said NATO should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace.
Do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
However, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte was more cautious. He said each incident must be assessed based on intent and risk. The divide shows how complex this crisis is. Drones in Denmark are not just a local issue. They fit a pattern of hybrid warfare. Russia has been accused of cyber attacks, espionage, and election meddling. Now drones and jet incursions are testing NATO's defenses. Denmark is even considering invoking NATO's Article 4. Now, what is Article 4? If Article 4 is invoked, NATO members meet for formal consultations on a security threat. Poland used the same clause after drone attacks this month. so Denmark could go down the same path. But how far will NATO go? Will it begin shooting drones out of the sky? That move is full of risk. Any such escalation could trigger a direct clash with Russia, and not every NATO member is ready for that kind of confrontation.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.